Hiya! I just wanted to share with everyone during lockdown how easy it is to make soda bread. We started making it because we ran out of bread. So I think it's a really useful tip. It'll cut down on the amount of times that you're going to the shops. It's made out of these simple ingredients. So it's 25 grams of fat, 500 grams of whatever flour you would like, 100 grams of oats, some salt, some bicarb and some sugar, and then, what we'll start off with, is 500 millilitres of buttermilk.
So how do we make the buttermilk?
Most people probably won't have it in,
right.
So it's really easy to make. So you've got 500 millilitres of whatever milk you prefer to use. Can be dairy, non-dairy. If it's non-dairy, check out, because some of them won't work, like coconut milk won't, for instance.
Right.
This one's soya. So you add to it 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, give it a stir, and leave it to curdle for 10 minutes.
Right, okay. So what will the curdling look like?
So it's starting to already, so you won't get it quite as creamy as buttermilk, but it'll give you a nice creamy consistency. And it's important to have this acid in it because that will react with the bicarbonate of soda and help the rising in the bread.
Thank you.
So after 5 minutes, when your buttermilk is ready, we can start mixing the ingredients.
Is there anything else you can use apart from lemon juice if you haven't got any lemon juice?
Yeah, any white vinegar will do as well. I probably wouldn't recommend using a darker vinegar like balsamic or malted. I think that might give it quite a nasty flavour.
Right.
Okay, so this is really, really quick and simple. So flour in, oats in, give that a mix. Add your chopped fat. That can be butter or some kind of firm alternative.
Can it be a vegan alternative?
Yeah, we've actually used vegan block.
Right. Okay.
That works really well.
Right. Okay.
So, yeah, that's great.
So you just have to do that until it gets smooth or something, or?
Yeah, until you feel like the fat's evenly distributed. So you want to get rid of these great big lumps.
I see.
Okay. So it's like a breadcrumb mix.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you to do that, and we'll have a look at the recipe, at all the things that are needed, the ingredients, and I'll read them out just to make it nice and clear for everybody. So we've got 500 grams of flour, 100 grams of oats, 25 grams of butter or alternative, 500 millilitres of buttermilk. Is that a teaspoon or a tablespoon?
1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon of bicarb of soda and a teaspoon of salt. And then ultimately it's going to be gas mark 6, 200 degrees or 180 for a fan oven. That's
right. That reminded me, as you read those out, I hadn't actually added the bicarb and the salt. So I'll just add those.
Okay.
So it was really quick to mix. So that's that mixed. And now you add your buttermilk. Don't put it all in at once because you might find you need less buttermilk than I've actually said. Okay, so you can see there's still a little bit of flour left there at the bottom, so we will need just a little bit more buttermilk.
Right, I gotcha.
It's difficult to say because every flour has a different kind of absorption.
Right.
But this is now looking like it's really sticking together and you don't want it over sticky. You just want all the flour to be sticking to the mixture. So that's looking about right.
Okay.
Now you just need to treat this quite lightly. You don't want to be compacting it.
Right.
So turn this now out onto a well-floured board.
Yeah.
Because that's going to soak up some of the stickiness. Just kind of roll it in the flour. There we go.
Wow. It actually looks like a loaf already.
Yeah, it's really, really satisfying and quick to do. And you want to put a really deep cut in the centre. That's to let the steam come out.
Yeah.
I've actually probably made this mix a little bit on the wet side because I'm having trouble handling it.
Right. So it could be. So if it were drier than that, it would probably be better, do you think?
Yeah, it would actually. And what I'd be tempted to do if I had my flour to hand would be to actually pop it back in the bowl and mix a little bit more.
A bit more flour, I
in
see.
there, because this is probably going to be quite heavy.
Right, but you can gauge that. So you could actually like redo it then, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Put a bit more flour.
So you can see on this one, it really is kind of spreading out
Yeah.
a bit. It should kind of hold its shape a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a go. See what
But it still looks
like.
good to me, I have to say, Joan.
It'll just be a very heavy loaf. But there we go. It's really quick and easy and absolutely gorgeous. And you can experiment with using your own different types of flour.
Right.
So it's really nice if you add some oatmeal into it. It can be half wholemeal, half plain flour, whatever you prefer, or whatever you can lay your hands on.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Joan.
Okay, enjoy.
We'll take one
We'll
more
see
look.
it when it comes out.
Lovely.
Okay, let's have a look. That looks good. So to test it, just need to turn it over.
Oh, that sounds
Make
good.
sure it sounds hollow. I'm sure that's okay. Yeah.
Do you need to stick something in it?
No. I mean, you can do if you're really unsure, but I'm pretty sure that's good. I'm just going to give it a dust with flour. Do you like it quite floury?
Oh, that's nice.
There we go.
Can we eat it now?
When it's cool. I want to show you how to make a super tasty but super easy soup that I make at the Duke's. In fact, it's more of a stew. It's rustic French vegetable. It's not that the vegetables are French, it's that the recipe is quite French. It's got plenty of oil, plenty of wine in it and plenty of garlic. So you just need to choose 5 of your favourite vegetables and chop them up quite roughly. I would say ones that you definitely need to have would be potatoes and carrots. I've also added today some parsnip and some beetroot and also some leek. Then you also need to have 1 large chopped onion and 2 sticks of celery. Now to that we're going to add a range of herbs. The important ones in here are herbs de Provence, or if you don't have that, marjoram and basil. So herbs de Provence, thyme, rosemary, 2 teaspoons of caraway seeds, 3 cloves of garlic, fennel's really lovely in it, fresh or dried, and you just pop those in. Also essential is a tin of beans, handful of lentils, well washed, 2 bay leaves, a glass of wine. White wine's better, but because of lockdown we've only got white.
Red.
Sorry, white, yeah, white wine's better, but we've only got red. Cover it with water, season, and cook it for 40 minutes on the hob. Or you can do it long and slow in the oven for about 3 hours on gas mark 3. And that's it. We'll take a look at the end.
Brilliant.
Okay, so I've cooked this for well over 40 minutes. In fact, I did this one a bit in the oven and a bit on the stove top because I was doing some baking as well. So as with any of your meals, just give it a taste, check for seasoning. That's really good. We actually put a bit of chilli in it because I've got a chilli fan in the family. And to serve, looks really nice. I mean, you can just have it as it is. Serve it with crusty bread. Hopefully you'll have tried the homemade soda bread. Just serve with some drizzles of oil. Fresh herbs if you've got it, or I don't at the moment, but you can use the leaves off the celery. Look really pretty as well. There you go. And the recipe, just in case you need a reminder, we've got it up here. Like I say, choose 5 of your favourite root vegetables, but potatoes and carrots are pretty much a must. Better using white wine, in my opinion, and fresh herbs if you can. You can actually add more garlic if you like as well, but it's super simple and it really is a lovely soup stroke stew. Enjoy! Because every flower...
Oh, I've not been filming. I've only just started the filming. I did it wrong.